Hi, I'm Shawn Rigby, and I'm 23 years old. I'm from the Akron area. I love this whole area. Just, the hometown of LeBron James, and just love the whole town. Just the home teams, Browns, Indians. Growing up, I had my struggles, and the one main struggle I had was dyslexia. And dyslexia was really hard on me because, everybody else was, doing so good in, their classes in reading and writing and doing cursive, and me, I'm back here thinking, like, I can't even do half that stuff, like write the letters, or why can I not process this? Like, why am I not like everybody else? Me growing up, I always was, like, very, like, sheltered to myself. Always thought, hey, the only thing that I can do that makes me happy is going working out or having fun, go climb trees. Just after school, I always liked just doing nature stuff by myself because I just felt like I was free. It's like I was always good in my hands. Wood shop, just loved being in my hands, just building things. So what I learned after my first year of college that, this is not my path, and the work that I did for a shop that I worked for was welding, fabbing. So they one day told me hey, we would like to pay for welding school. And it opened a whole new door to me. And now I'm a full-time welder, and I literally love my job. And it just, it's awesome. Every day I go to work and I can just build things, have fun with it, and just my athletic stuff, in my mind, I'm constantly thinking of stuff okay, I can make a dip bar, I can make this, oh, what's the next thing I can make? Gonna be awesome. To make me a better person later, my athleticness, and and then how I got into this whole career and looking into this kind of working out and all that. I met a person in Cuyahoga Falls, Albert, and walked in there one day and they said, hey, we need a workout rig made to hold boxing bags up. It's no problem. I was you get the steel, you give me a little idea, a little drawing, it'll be all welded up, they'll be up and going. Did that one day, and then he was telling me about himself, telling me about how he's a Spartan coach. I was oh, I've always wanted to try that. It looks so much fun. He's okay, we'll do some workouts. If you can do really well in that, then you do well. I was gasped in 10 minutes. I haven't done any real workouts in 4 years since I've been out of high school. And I was okay, sign me up. What do I do? He's well, go online. You're going to sign up. Normally people can maybe do a trifecta. It's a red, that's 5 miles, blue, 10, and then a beast is 15. I was okay. Next day I called him, I signed up for 9. I saw this cool object, it was a triangle, and I was I'm going to get that. He's that's a lot. And I was nothing's stopping me. What do we have to do? Tell me everything I need to do, and I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to make it. And then started the racing, and first race was in New Jersey. It was a beast. And then he's what's your next race? I was oh, I got a beast next week. And he's what? You're doing 30 miles in 2 weeks? I was yeah, I know. I hate running. But for some reason in my mind, I was that can't be that hard. Okay, so I did all these races, got done with the year, qualified. Didn't even know there was a qualifying going to the championship. I experienced so much last year on getting into this sport, and I just fell in love with it. It made me feel like I was a little kid, going in the mud, jumping in it, climbing ropes. It was just awesome. I loved it. And just having the people around you, cheering you on, you can do it, you can do it. It's just one awesome family that I love. The whole field of obstacle course racing, OCR, is just amazing, and I want to do so much more with this sport.
So what's your favorite training, or what is your training style, and what's your favorite?
My training style, I would say, what I really like, we don't do it that much, but I just love climbing things, and just
Well, let me back up for a second too,
okay.
Because you kind of train a different way. Maybe towards the end of the year, right, through winter, and then you started different training when you head into races.
So when I first started, I did all this powerlifting, but my coach Albert, we did a lot of our training was mainly all obstacles of Spartan race. So we'd be doing outside bucket carries, spear throws. Like, I told him, like, I want to be the best I can. So we started building stuff, spear targets. I went to work and made pipes that had sand in it. So I'd be running up a hill, picking it up, and then running down the hill with the pipe. And it would just be changing my training up. So my training was more towards the obstacles. And then my training now is just I'm more on to trying to be a better runner.
Okay.
So I do all that, but my favorite training, like, I don't do that often. It's just for some reason climbing. I just love, like, climbing things and just.
It's like I really mean.
Yeah, and then, like, the type of work I do too is like steel. So all day long I'm just picking up sheet metal. Like, it's all different grips. So that's my hands are just constantly used to picking up things barehanded and I don't know. It's just, it's crazy.
So what inspires you, or who inspires you?
Who inspires me? People who inspire me are just people that are like, don't let anybody stop me, or people that, like, you know, when their odds are so totally down. Like, I don't know, I just look at the sport. I look at people's stories you hear about, like losing a lot of weight, or you know, having a limp, or it just all different kind of things. Like, people just for some reason think that if that happens to them, they just feel like I can't do nothing. When that's not the end. There's like my having dyslexia, that's not the end of the thing. It just anybody that like proves to the world that, hey, look at me, I did this, and that just inspires me, like, wow, like, that's awesome. I am so happy for you. Like, go for it. Yeah, age is just a number, and there is no limit to exceeding anything you want in life. You know, if I wanted to be the president, then, well, that's a little far away, but I mean, I'm going to try to do as hard as I can to be the president.
That's right. Now anything's possible.
Yes.
So in life, growing up, and then even through all these Spartan races that you have done thus far and the championship, have you ever wanted to give up? Ever?
I would say, like, at the beginning, I was, like, almost thinking about giving up, but, like, what sold me on it is, like, hey, why not go out there and try it, you know, and you put all this money up. Like, first when I signed up, I didn't even know there was group thing. It's like, I paid for every race separate. And then I found out there was a group thing, and I'm like, oh, you know, me being 23 years old, I could have saved a little money in my pocket. And I was like, wow. But, you know, there was a lot of days, and a lot of friends just telling me, like, oh, don't go train. Like, you could do it tomorrow. You could do this the next day. And that, in my mind, it was just, I need to do this. I need to prove to myself that this is just another obstacle that I could get over, and it's not going to hurt me. It's going to open doors to me. It's going to make my experience in life and seeing a whole new thing in my life, how awesome it is. Just my whole life, there's been so many obstacles that I've had to jump around and go through and hear so much BS, but I don't know, just in my mind, in the bottom of my mind, I always just thought, like, there is nothing that can stop me now. There's just no way. My parents always been supportive, whole family, they're like, you can do whatever you want, just try it. If you don't want to do it, then, you know, just walk away from it. And this one thing that I joined up, I was like, I have to do this, and I will do it. And, yeah.
Have you inspired any family members to join you in these races?
Yes. Yes, I have. And I've had some friends too. So family members, like, I got family from New York, Michigan, all around. And they see my story and what I post, and they're just like, wow, that's awesome. Like, I want to do that. I was like, I'll do it with you. You tell me the date, you tell me where, I will be there and I'll do it with you. I don't think I'm in shape. It doesn't matter what shape you're in. It just, there's a start line where everybody starts, and there's a finish line that everybody stops at the finish. And what the glory is that you passed that and you got this medal on you. And it's an accomplishment that you did. Not a teammate, not a group, nobody else did that for you. Like team sports. This is a challenge to prove to yourselves obstacles, jumping over water, mud, crawling. It's showing that, hey, I did every single thing. I got mud in my ears, I got mud all over me. That all happened from my effort, nobody else. And nobody could ever take that away. And yeah, now I have family members from New York, Michigan, all of them, they want to do races. And this year I told them, tell me the dates, and I'll be up there and I'll do the race with you. Well, I don't want to take it away from you. It doesn't matter what it takes away from me. It's, I'm there to help you out as much as I can. I'm still new to this sport, but whatever I can do to bring you up and help you and bring knowledge to the sport and just spread it.